Businesses rarely run on a single system. Data, processes, and decisions flow across many applications, clouds, and partners. And without integration, that flow turns into friction. Welcome everyone to today's live expert session. We're thrilled to have you join us as we dive into SAP Integration Suite and how it enables agile, resilient, and future-ready integration strategies, including the latest innovations shaping 2026. For today's session, Udo Palzer, Vice President, Product Management, SAP Integration Suite, will join me. Udo is Lead Product Manager for the SAP Integration Suite, focusing on the integration of APIs, events, and business processes, including A2A, B2B, and B2G integrations. Udo has 20+ years experience in the integration domain, including cloud and on-premise integration strategies. As a product manager, Udo shapes the roadmap for SAP Integration Suite by analyzing and prioritizing customer requirements in alignment with the engineering teams of SAP Integration Suite. Additionally, Udo is a regular speaker at events, as well as customer and partner workshops. And now, without further ado, over to you, Udo.
Great. Thank you very much, Tanja, as always, for your kind introduction and having me on board again. So let me share my screen. And as Tanja said, my name is Udo Palzer, Product Manager for SAP Integration Suite, and more than happy to give you another update on Integration Suite, overview, strategy, recent innovations, roadmap, and of course, a lot on AI. Of course, we are fully on AI-driven integration. So throughout my entire presentations, of course, I will also highlight not only the AI capabilities within the suite, but also how Integration Suite leverages capabilities that you can use for your agentic AI scenarios. So let's start with an overview, strategy, recent innovations, and roadmap, and kindly paste your questions into the chat. And at the end, we'll reserve enough time to go hopefully through all your questions. Otherwise, we'll get back to you after this session in the chat. And as mentioned, integration is more important than ever. We have so many applications to be integrated on-premise, hybrid integration scenarios, cloud applications. Government integrations become more and more important. They need to deliver tax information to the different government organizations around the globe. And now a next stakeholder of integration are the agentic scenarios. So also the AI agents need to be integrated, need to be governed, need to be secured, controlled, orchestrated. So we clearly see Integration Suite also as a major player in this domain, orchestrating and integrating the AI agents, and with this being a key enabler of agentic AI scenarios. So not only AI features within the suite, but Integration Suite for your integration scenarios with AI agents. So yet another stakeholder for SAP Integration Suite. And as we keep on integrating on multiple business scenarios, recruit to retire, lead to cash, source to pay, plan to fulfill with prepackaged content, one of the key strengths of SAP Integration Suite. And we integrate SAP applications, of course, but also non-SAP applications with our 250 adapters for Integration Suite, all kinds of third-party applications. B2B is an important stakeholder, important integration domain for Integration Suite. We support here multiple B2B standards, ANSIX 12, EDIFACT, GS1, etc. Government integrations in every country around the globe, events, new government regulations, via which communication protocol, via which security standards, which data need to be processed for tax compliance scenarios, for example. And the next stakeholder for Integration Suite are also the AI agents, which also needs to be integrated, controlled. There are certain communication protocols, like MCP, Model Context Protocol, which we also support on SAP Integration Suite. And of course, for many years already, even before the AI hype started in the last couple of years, we leveraged already for many years AI capabilities within the SAP Integration Suite, which is a full stack of integration capabilities. We support all kinds of integrations, A to A, application to application integration, government integrations, and B2B integrations, API-centric integrations, event-driven integrations, and also agentic AI use cases. We run on multiple hyperscale environments, Google, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, Alibaba Cloud, and also in private landscapes. We have this edge integration cell, which customers can deploy in their on-premise landscape, running on SUSE Ranger, for example, or IBM Red Hat. And we see more and more customers migrating off not only PIPO, SAP Process Integration Orchestration, but also migrating from third-party applications. We even provide third-party migration capabilities. You can even migrate B2B payloads as message implementation guidelines into the integration advisor. So we can convert these B2B payloads into artifacts on SAP Integration Suite, helping you to migrate off even from third-party EDI platforms. Yeah, and this picture might be already historic, or is soon probably historic. Last year, mid of last year, again, fifth time in the row, we have been nominated as a leader in the 2025 Gartner Magic Quadrant for EiPaaS Integration Platform as a Service. So clearly named here again as a leader next to other leading integration platforms. So we are not afraid of any competition. We have, as you saw before on the previous slide, there are so many and more customers migrating off from these guys that you can see here on this Gartner Magic Quadrant to SAP Integration Suite. So we cover all features and functions that a typical EiPaaS needs to have. Historical view, I mean, in the sense that probably soon the next Gartner MQ 2026 might be published. End of last year, we already had to submit all the papers for the next Gartner MQ, and also with other analysts like IDC, we have been nominated even as the leader, not only a leader, but the leader in B2B marketscape. So also in the B2B area, we completely are confident to provide you with extensive B2B capabilities. There are further ROI studies from Forrester, where customers have been interviewed to acknowledge how much ROI they achieve with SAP Integration Suite, or here with Trust Radio's public webpage, where many customers rank us also in the, or give us top ratings. Yeah, and the leading arguments or the key top benefits of SAP Integration Suite is this versatile enterprise-grade integration platform covering all these integration patterns, A to A, B2B, B2G, agentic integration scenarios as the next stakeholder, all supported by SAP Integration Suite, and all the prepackaged content. So more than 4,000 prepackaged integration scenarios, more than 5,000 APIs, more than 1,400 events, all available at no extra cost with SAP Integration Suite, and maintained content in the sense if APIs change, we also adapt the integration flows, if the events change. So it's maintained content. If anything happens on the backend applications, even on non-SAP applications, when Salesforce changed the API, we also adapt our prepackaged content. So it's through the entire lifecycle. When you use this content, you can save a lot of time and money. And last but not least, of course, all these AI capabilities within the suite for enhanced developer productivity, improved operational excellence, simplified and accelerated migration from on-premise to the cloud. We also leverage AI capabilities which help you to use Integration Suite for your agentic AI use cases, integrating, for example, with AI agents, using the MCP protocol, or integrating with the large language models via an own AI adapter. So a lot of AI features within the suite, and suite for agentic AI use cases. And here a couple of key facts again, a leader in the diverse analyst reports, integration flows, more than 4,200 available, more than 5,000 APIs, and 85% of the deployed integration scenarios by our customers are with non-SAP connectors. no wonder, of course, from our 250 adapters, 240 are for third-party integration. Only 6 adapters are for SAP integrations, iDoc, RFC, and XI, MDI adapter, and Ariba and SuccessFactors. And the majority of the deployed integration setups are actually with non-SAP integrations. So Integration Suite is definitely open for non-SAP integrations. We have 2.4 million deployed iFlows, 2.5 million applications connected. And if you calculate how many users are maybe using these applications, some hundreds of millions of users around the globe might be using directly or indirectly SAP Integration Suite when using the applications that are often integrated with other applications. Yeah, and then so we have thousands of customers using SAP Integration Suite. We have more customers using Integration Suite than PIPO, which is more than 10 years older. One nice use case is NewSkin. NewSkin uses the edge integration cell for hybrid integration, so for on-premise applications, also replaced here third-party middlewares with SAP Integration Suite, and have just a few days to develop an interface, for example, newly on SAP Integration Suite, and other customers they can see here, which are happy users of SAP Integration Suite. Yeah, and SAP Integration Suite is also Clean Core compliant in a sense. If you use Integration Suite, you are Clean Core compliant, so you don't. So ideally, of course, you use a middleware Integration Suite for all the integration capabilities like mapping, routing, connectivity, security capabilities. Do this outside the core and keep the core clean. Yeah. So and use standard APIs, for example, OData APIs, REST APIs, web service APIs. Avoid the old interface technology, RFC, iDoc, although it's still clean core, these old interfaces, which is okay in a sense. However, there are no new developments, investments anymore on this older interface technology. All new APIs or new features and functions and functionality of SAP S/4HANA SuccessFactors is all leveraging newer protocols like REST, web services, and OData. But of course, we understand the customers still use the older ECC systems, and therefore we keep on supporting these adapters on Integration Suite. But it's always recommended, if you are migrating, always check whether these APIs fulfill your needs, and then also adapt these newer API technology. And there's also an influence session, which I will mention later on, where you can also request APIs in case, for example, the RFCs and iDocs don't have a representation yet on the API side, or don't have all the features that you request. So definitely always take a look whether the newer technology fulfills your needs, and then also really innovate your integrations while you do the migration of integrations to Integration Suite, or even in the bigger S4 transformation. And also leverage event-driven integrations. We all enjoy when we go, for example, to the airport and get an event, a message when the gate changes. So we don't have to always look, did the gate change? No, we get an information, we get on real time, the event happened, the object status changed, and we get a message, we get a message that this event happened, and in real time are informed on a significant change of a status in the backend. And also similar, on the same line also applies to the extensions, and also leverage the API-centric integration and create applications and extensions outside the core, for example, leveraging all the build capabilities. And also for monitoring, there are many tools available, such as the local monitoring tools of SAP Integration Suite, also the application interface framework for business user monitoring in SAP S/4HANA, and cloud application lifecycle management for technical user monitoring. They can do end-to-end monitoring across your entire system landscape, from applications over Integration Suite to the backend applications. So that would be our recommendation from our side. Leverage Integration Suite, keep the core clean, do all the mapping related activities in Integration Suite, leverage prepackaged content, and use the Integration Solution Advisory to get guidance when to use which service. Speaking of keeping the core clean and in the context of migration, just to reiterate here also, the end of maintenance, so NetWeaver overall, and also in particular SAP Process Integration Orchestration will still go out of maintenance in 2027, end of next year, already standard maintenance or extended maintenance by end of 2030. Time is ticking. We have customers, and you saw it also on the previous slide, we have so many customers who already started with the migration, have ended the migration, have so much TCO reduction, and so much productivity gain, creating iFlows on Integration Suite is so much easier, so much faster than in PIPO, and it might not be that each and every feature is equivalently available on Integration Suite, but all on a scenario level. Almost all scenarios can be easily also implemented with SAP Integration Suite. And we, of course, provide you guidance how you can migrate on the next slide. Also here, one other kind reminder, also kindly think of the Neo migration. Also the Neo platform will be sunsetted end of the year after next in 2028. We do not leave you alone. On the next slide, again, it will be mentioned here, just we provide a migration tool which helps you to migrate artifacts from SAP Process Orchestration, like not only the ICOs from the Java stack, but also the dual stack scenarios. The migration is supported. We provide guides, best practices, design guidelines, and automatic assessment, a migration tool, the edge integration cell for hybrid integration scenarios, and also a regression test tools are available from two partners, Figaf and INT4, which help you also to test your scenarios after the migration. And there are multiple options how to move to the cloud, basically 3 different variants. One is the self-service. You can do everything on your own with the migration tool that I showed earlier. Assessment tools are available, which help you to get guidance, how many servers can be easily migrated, which you have to adjust maybe, and some bigger changes maybe. So we get all this guidance, and the migration tool gets more and more flexible. Every month we add new features. It gets better and better, the migration tool, the assessment proposals, or the migration assessment. So every month we add new features. You can also leverage SAP's services, consulting, and premium engagements like Accidental, preferred success. So there are multiple SAP services available, which you can leverage also only in the beginning, where you get the guidance, and then once you are all confident to go, you can then continue on your own. And we also have a migration factory where partners are in the mix. So here partners do the assessment, even also for some time for free, give you guidance how you best can do the migration, which scenarios you can start, which are the easy ones. You always would recommend to start with easy scenarios and get confidence and gain experience, and then over time get to the more complex scenarios. So here there is a list of partners available on this webpage, which is linked here. You can find hopefully your partner of your choice, and otherwise always kindly let us know. But there are also many partners available who join our migration factory and are more than happy to help you in this transition from on-premise PIPO to the cloud-based SAP Integration Suite. The Edge Integration Cell, one of our latest kits on the block, also runs, is provided to cover your on-premise, your hybrid integration scenarios. We run on multiple, really on-premise operating systems, IBM Red Hat OpenShift and SUSE Ranger, and also on hyperscale environments and private cloud deployment options like Google, Kubernetes Engine, Amazon EKS, and Microsoft AKS. background is the reasons if you want to run your scenarios on-premise, in private cloud environments where data should not, must not leave your on-prem your landscape, regulatory compliance. Sometimes it's even required for certain compliance scenarios in certain countries. The tax information needs to be delivered via an on-premise integration platform. Or if you just want to run with a hybrid architecture to be also a bit independent of the cloud. Multiple reasons for which we have established the Edge integration cell, and you might discover besides Postgres and Redis, we also support now the HANA as a database for the Edge integration cell. It's a hybrid deployment option. Integration Studio covers all the design, configuration, deployment, monitoring use cases. Only at the runtime, the Edge integration cell carries out your scenarios in an on-premise hybrid deployment environment. So Integration Studio, the entire control plane in the cloud, but at runtime, your data stay within the Edge integrations and in the environment between the applications that you have connected via the Edge integration cell in your private landscape, wherever you leverage the Edge integration cell. Cloud application lifecycle management monitoring, we highly recommend for end-to-end monitoring from SAP S/4HANA, SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, Concur, customer experience, multiple integration suite tenants. So the health monitoring and the exception monitoring provides end-to-end monitoring capabilities. While in Integration Suite we have local monitors, which stay local, but end-to-end monitoring is via cloud application lifecycle management. It has tons of advantages. You have great consumers outbound channels where you can get alerted via emails, via chat applications like Microsoft Teams, for example, Slack, ticketing systems, even tickets can be created if an alert happens on SAP Integration Suite. Tasks can be generated, or via APIs you can also consume the messages or the alerts from cloud application lifecycle management, cloud integration, API management, B2B and the event mesh are covered now via the cloud via SAP Cloud Application Lifecycle Management. And for example, here just an example for cloud integration capability. You can monitor the availability of your tenant, how long are the certificates still valid, the database and the resource consumption of your JMS queues, for example, the exhaustion status. And via the health monitoring can also get alerted in advance, like a month in advance, when the certificates are about to expire. So many advantages to leverage cloud application lifecycle management. And now let's take a look at some of the recent innovations. So here a long list of only the overview of features that we have delivered in 2025 in the areas of artificial intelligence, business accelerators, migration and modernization like PO migration, and API-centric and event-driven integrations. So in the area of, and this is all available, so all is available, Joule-based search and discovery of prepackaged content, APIs, events in the business accelerator app. So with natural language, you can leverage our Copilot or our digital assistant in SAP to search for artifacts on the accelerator hub. You can also generate integration flows with more mediation steps like mapping, step, Groovy scripts, content modifier, scheduler are supported as steps within the integration flow. It's currently our own prompt. Joule will come in the near future, actually by Q2 this year. Script optimization, which helps you to optimize Groovy scripts. Groovy scripts, sometimes have the tendency, if not carefully implemented, they can lead to out-of-memory issues. And so especially the Groovy scripts are sometimes the culprits. So we provide here the possibility to optimize the Groovy scripts leveraging AI or Gen AI, and get better proposals and can deploy these proposals directly on your integration suite tenant. So directly in the tooling, it's implemented as part of the integration flow designer. API anomaly detection, where you can detect unusual, for example, high message volume, for example, unusual high error, API error rate, or latency, for example, and get also more context-aware recommendations how to fix or mediate these anomalies, and also API traffic prediction. So based on historic API message volume, you get a prediction. Every Monday morning you have a high load, for example, or Saturday, you have a high API volume, just to scale your backend system, for example, accordingly. So this API traffic prediction is already available. An AI adapter is there, which allows you to connect to either your own LLMs of your own choice or against our Gen AI hub, where you can leverage out of the box 30 plus LLMs that are shipped and are part of our own Gen AI hub. An AI adapter for these agentic use cases we have, and already available in private beta, and planned to be available in GA end of Q2 or in Q2 MCP, the Model Context Protocol to MCP enable the APIs in your landscape. More information than in the roadmap slide. Then under the business accelerators, more and more adapters. AI adapter, as mentioned here already, Google, BigQuery, IBM MQ, based on JMS, Microsoft Azure Services adapter, Microsoft OneNote, MongoDB, many adapters delivered last year. New design guidelines, which help you to detect dependencies to camel coding, for example, in your Groovy scripts. So we will update from camel 3 to camel 4, for example, this year. And if you might still remember, if you have dependencies to camel, this could lead to issues. And now we have an own upgrade readiness guideline, which makes these dependencies to camel visible and even provides a recommendation how to fix these camel dependencies, that you don't run into any issues when we would upgrade the platform from camel 3 to camel 4. And search and discovery of B2B artifacts and business data cloud artifacts on the Business Accelerator Hub. PO migration, we support exactly once in order handling, ABAP proxy generation, so you can generate ABAP proxies directly from the backend without any dependency to the PI ESR, but directly to a service interface that you have created on SAP Integration Suite. Yeah, so SAP Integration Suite supports the creation of service interface definitions, which you can then use in the backend to generate the ABAP proxies. Edge integration cell, we have implemented a couple of features. So the local OData APIs for local monitoring you can use. HANA as additional database. Now we have customers who want to leverage HANA also for edge integration cell use cases. So without any other databases in your environment. And shared Kubernetes cluster, meaning you can deploy multiple other applications together with edge integration as well in the same Kubernetes environment that you have maybe even set up anyway already some time ago. You don't have to create your own Kubernetes cluster only for edge. Now you can also deploy the edge now with even fewer required privileges in an existing Kubernetes cluster. Offline mode for basic authentication, alerting of B2B messages and cloud application is available now, and the automatic creation of B2B interfaces based on any payload data. So also the third-party payload data, you can create your interfaces in the integration advisor, which also helps you to migrate off from B2B integration platforms, third-party to Integration Suite. And last but not least, API-centric and event-driven integration. So the micro integrations are available. So these are small, lightweight, event-driven integration adapters. So also small adapters, not to confuse with the CPI adapters. So these are cloud integration adapters. These are small, lightweight adapters only in the context of advanced event mesh, because more other applications, non-SAP applications like Salesforce also trigger events, can create events, and you want to consume them directly in the advanced event mesh. So for those use cases, without any greater mapping capabilities, you can directly consume these events via the advanced event mesh from third-party applications, migration support from the event mesh to SAP Integration Suite, from the event mesh to advanced event mesh, and also the manual discovery of events from the advanced event mesh in the developer hub. The auto discovery will come in the near future, and will be also listed on the next couple of slides. Yeah, here you see all the some of the adapters that we also have delivered since beginning of 2025, IBM MQ, REST JMS adapter, RFC sender adapter, and many types here, AI adapter, Amazon Kinesis, DocuSign, Google BigQuery adapter, Microsoft Azure Service Bus, OneNote adapter, so multiple adapters available as cloud integration adapters. Background again is, you might know, the open connectors, which are based on EiPaaS, which acquired cloud elements. They don't invest into these open connectors anymore. And the roadmap is stale. So therefore, we develop now more and more adapters also as native cloud integration adapters. Yeah. Then again, AI, as mentioned earlier, it's also very important that the AI agents also need to be controlled, governed, secured, and integrated with companies already come with agentic AI use cases, and agents pop up in their landscape. So we also need to provide a layer, an integration platform, basically, which connects, integrates agents, data, applications, and systems across cloud and on-premise environments in a trusted, reliable, and scalable way. So Integration Suite as the integration platform to integrate and orchestrate and secure the integration with the AI agent. So it's yet another stakeholder for us in the area with the market evolution in areas of connectivity, intelligent orchestration of the AI agents, the experimentation of AI agents for the operations, and also the governance of the AI agent. So 4 bigger areas: agentic, EiPaaS for the agentic AI use cases, for agentic interactions, integration with agents via standard communication protocols like MCP, orchestration of the AI agents, and a trusted relationship governance of the AI agents. Yeah, and this is also mentioned here on the next slide. So what are typical customer challenges that we need to overcome with this agent integration orchestration? So the governance, standard support, like MCP seems to be the standard communication protocol, which Forrester and other analysts propagate. Self-healing, so we have this anomaly detection, but API anomalies to the next level. We also, the anomalies are self-healed if possible, applying these API policies. Commercial model, of course, is also on our roadmap. Currently, we have a lot of AI features which are available, in limited editions, but also on the roadmap, you will see that also more commercial models will come. There's a lot of changes in the market. Gartner also has experienced that every EiPaaS vendor keeps on changing their models for AI usage. It depends, it so varies depending on the customer usage behavior, changes so much and generates lesser costs. So also the vendors and the AI providers change their licensing costs. So there's a lot of movement. That's why also these commercial models are kind of a moving target. Once you have agreed on something, the AI tools are yet again, or the AI models now are have a different pricing model again. So, but we are confident that by mid of this year, we have a commercial model available also for these AI features, also for almost any edition, like also the standard edition. I come to this in a minute. Again, here, these 2 major blocks: AI for integration here on the right-hand side to boost developer productivity, operational excellence, and also integration EiPaaS for AI agentic use cases, powering the agentic integration and orchestration. These are the use cases. The AI for integration, this covers features like Joule integration for enhanced developer productivity, anomaly detection, and API traffic prediction for better operation excellence to detect these API errors, script optimization to detect these less optimal scripts, which often lead to out-of-memory issues, and a configuration agent which helps you to configure your integrations based on existing integrations. So these are AI features within the suite, and then integration for AI usage would be the MCP gateway to connect to these AI agents, and the AI gateway to orchestrate the agents. Of course, they need to be orchestrated. AI gateway, they need to be protected via API policies, the integration with these AI agents, and identity, authentication. Of course, is very important when integration with these AI agents, and also an LLM connector, an AI adapter. We have to connect to the LLMs of this world. Now, a bit of a complex diagram, but I'll take you through it slowly. So it basically provides so it has multiple dimensions. So the slide on the horizontal line, the features below this horizontal line are integration suite for AI usage scenarios, and the upper above the horizontal line is AI features within the suite. Green means feature is released, yellow means feature is in progress, currently in development, and the red boxes are AI agents. Yeah, so we have more and more agents coming up. So on B2B integration, we leverage AI already for a long time. So the interface proposal, so MIG generation and mapping proposal services available for more than 10 years. What you're working on currently is based on Gen AI to provide also proposals for XLT mappings and XPath expressions. API management, as mentioned, anomaly detection, traffic prediction is already available. What is coming is conversation analytics, which we can then via Gen AI search, hey, what are my natural language, basically you can search what are my most used APIs in my organization. Creation of APIs, specifications and documentation, for example, is on the roadmap, as well as the self-healing. So based on these API anomalies, provides as more and more automatic API policies, for example, for a self-healing experience. And then AI integration for AI usage would be the MCP server and the AI gateway. And the MCP server, again, already available in private beta. If you're interested, please reach out to me to get more information about the MCP server. What is currently work in progress would be event-based agent integration. So here, Google and SAP are working on agent-to-agent integration, A2A, but agent-to-agent integration. MCP is way more adopted and demand from the market. Also, analysts keep on mentioning this to us. Agent-to-agent, we still need to see how the market will develop here. So this is a bit still more in the POC phase, while MCP already available as private beta and development is ongoing. Then we have cloud integration capability, and then we have the artifact generation. You can generate iFlows already with our own prompt. Joule will come in the next couple of months. Design, so flow design. When you create an iFlow, you can get a proposal service. What are the next 3 steps that you could use? For example, when you create an iFlow and you want to create a next step, iFlow step, you get a proposal. What could be the next one of the next 3 steps you get as a proposal? Script optimization is already there. iFlow optimization will come in the near future. And we are also working on agents. The closest one is this migration agent, which will convert Java mappings and adapter modules into Groovy scripts. 1 second. And test agents, we want to develop to provide you also test data and test cases when developing an integration flow, that you can also directly test your iFlow, and a config agent, which helps you to configure your iFlows with proposals of historical other iFlows, which you often use, for example, or LinaX information, where landscape information is residing. So a config agent. And last but not least, in the Accelerator Hub, we already have Joule with recommendations of APIs and integration flows and APIs and events. And AI content is already available on the Accelerator Hub, and agents are to come. This is still on the roadmap. And here down, you see our Gen AI Hub, to which our AI adapter, for example, can connect. If we have this AI adapter we already have, which can connect either to our own Gen AI hub with these 30 plus LLMs or any generic LLM. Yeah. Then roadmap. So let's also take a roadmap. You're always welcome to provide us feedback on the roadmap. So there is customer influence sessions, or a portal, which we take very seriously. 90% of the feature requests which have 20 or more votes from thousands of customers. 20 votes is not much, so please make use of this low touch engagement, search for feature requests, vote of these feature requests. We take it very seriously. These influence sessions are linked from the Business Accelerator Hub via this small feedback button here, and then you can request content. Content can be APIs, events, prepackaged content, and also features on SAP Integration Suite. And we also have a customer engagement initiative. The last one is closed, and the next one will soon open for this year, 2026. We will again go through sneak previews, early prototypes, and then we can provide feedback on all the topics of Integration Suite, AI, of course, PO migration, edge integration cell, API-centric, B2B integration, event-driven integrations. So kindly also join us for this high-touch engagement, customer engagement initiative. Yeah, and high level will invest into Joule, leveraging Joule for building integration flows, MCP enablement of APIs, migration agent for Java mappings and adapter modules available in Q2. So you always see here the planned availability date in Q2 and Q2, the first 3 ones. Then this commercial model will get in H1, which also helps you to consume these AI features in the standard edition, plus an additional price point. There we will cover AI capabilities, 500,000 of messages. The document AI service will be included, alert notification, cloud transport service will be included, and the smallest advanced event mesh broker will be available in this edition. In the advanced event mesh, the auto discovery of events in the developer hub, B2B capabilities on edge, Joule skills and AI agents to be published in the Accelerator Hub here in Q1, and also more adapters for Integration Suite, including file adapter, etc., for the next year, for 2026. Yeah, which double clicks, just checking the time. So if double clicking, so it would look in detail. Again, these 4 areas: artificial intelligence. We invest into iFlow design based on Joule in Q1. This Joule-based generation of iFlows, and this is Q2. iFlow design validation. This is this enhanced design validation. Give me the iFlows which violate specific design guidelines. So better, more intelligent, and AI-based search of iFlow design, and do an iFlow design validation. MCP enablement for the agentic AI use cases in Q2 this year. Joule-based conversational analytics for to search for the APIs of your choice by Q2. Migration agent, which can convert adapter modules and Java mappings into integration into Groovy scripts. Configuration agent with proposals of how to configure scenarios based on existing configurations with proposal services, and a payload size anomaly detection in Q3 this year. Business accelerators and more adapters. File adapter will come in Q1. Google Drive, Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Excel and Outlook, OTP2, Rosanna adapter, Salesforce Service Cloud and Marketing adapter. Then support of publication of Joule skills and agent into the Business Accelerator Hub for Q1. And here a self-service request with a commercial offering, meaning partner can also provide a commercial binding that only those customers can use and can view and use the content if they have licensed it from the partner. So basically a commercial model for partner content, and also protection of the IP rights. Currently, all partner content, all content is visible. Customers can just copy the partner content, which is not so motivating for partners to publish content there. That's why we want to provide here a commercial model which protects the IP rights, and customers can only view the content once they have licensed it from the partner, there's a partner website then linked where they can get in touch with the partner and, of course, can see whether the content would fit. And after licensing, they can also use it in the integration suite tenant. And mass migration will come, so multiple ICOs in a row. You can migrate from PIPO to integration suite. Edge integration cell will then also come or provide the configuration via your own cloud connector, not only via the built-in connector for on-premise connectivity, but you can use then also the edge with your own customer-managed cloud connector, offline mode, 48 hours. It won't get longer in the near future, and it's a hybrid deployment option. SAP is a cloud company, so any on-premise product has a bit of a hard time these days also to get admitted and approved. And also Integration Suite is a cloud service, and that's why we can only provide here a really on-premise solution with an offline mode of maximum 48 hours as the background. Just that there's some legal terms that we are a cloud service with Integration Suite. The company is going towards becoming a full cloud company. And of course, we have a metering, message-based license model. We of course always want to see now how many messages customers process, and if customers are too long offline, we could not see this. This is one of the reasons. Then Walkie database will be available soon, and the B2B capabilities with OCP2 adapter and the trading partner management and MIG generation using the Edge integration cell, so that the artifacts basically are deployed at runtime on the Edge integration cell if customers like this. And SAP Integration Suite in different data centers, not only hyperscale data centers from the hyperscalers like Google and Microsoft and Alibaba Cloud and Amazon Web Service, but also on our own SAP infrastructure. So SAP Integration Suite around the globe has more and more data centers on the own SAP infrastructure for compliance reasons, for governance, government agencies, government organizations, where they want to make sure the data stay in the country. The workers on the data centers are European or even German or whatever country they are residents of the specific country with very strong regulations, what data can leave and cannot leave the data center, for example. So this is a very upcoming trend to provide more and more local data centers for sovereign cloud integrations. And then in the era of API-centric and event-driven integration, so we have the advanced event mesh in the health monitoring and cloud and the cloud application lifecycle monitoring, in the auto discovery of advanced event mesh in the developer hub, and also the consumption of events through the developer hub. So not only the discovery, but also the consumption of events in the developer hub. And I think that was it from my side. I hope this session was helpful, that we could show to you that SAP Integration Suite is a cool platform which addresses all integration needs, not only A2A, B2B, B2G, API-centric and event-driven integrations, but also now more and more agentic AI use cases. Okay, with this, I would like to stop and now go together with Tanya through the open questions. If there are any, I hope there are some.
Thank you so much, Udo, for your excellent presentation and also the outlook. You really have some fascinating features planned for 2026.
Yes.
You look busy.
Yes, we look very busy. Yes. And it's all on AI. Not only AI, but a lot on AI, of course.
Great. Perhaps if you were to unshare, we can have a look at the questions.
I unshare, yes. Sorry, I unshare.
So you have covered the questions, but I guess some more deep dive is, looked for. What about enhancement of AI with SAP Integration Suite? So the question is, we have two sets of investments. One is AI features within the SAP Integration Suite, and one set is Integration Suite for agentic AI use cases. The most important AI feature that is coming is MCP enablement. So the whole world
is talking on MCP, how to integrate and govern the integration with AI agents. So here we developed this MCP protocol or MCP server, basically to connect to AI agents. Agentic orchestration will come, governance will come, AI gateway with API policies for these agents has come. So in this context, as an integration suite for agentic AI use cases, we develop a lot of capabilities around this MCP enablement. In AI features will be in the area of enhanced developer productivity, faster migration to the cloud, operational excellence, with more features on mass migration and migration of specific PO artifacts with AI to integration suite, like the adapter modules and Groovy scripts. Adapter modules and Java mappings to Groovy scripts.
Great, thank you. Yes, of course, we also have a question on MCP scenarios. Can you share more on that?
The question is, sorry, Tanya, the question is?
On MCP scenarios.
So the biggest scenario would be the integration orchestration of these AI agents. So we have now more and more customers who have multiple agents in their organization, and these agents can be super, super expensive. They leverage LLM or can leverage LLM tools, calls to LLMs, which can generate tons, thousands, and millions of tokens. So it's very important who can access the agents, how are they protected, via which API, via which policies, for example, integrated via which communication protocol, registered at some registry or published in the business accelerator hub or in the developer hub. So everything about controlling, governance, integration, and authentication of AI agents is the major use case of this MCP enablement. Yeah. So the AI agents are similar like the applications that spread in a company, and we need to orchestrate and integrate these agents. This is this MCP enablement.
Thank you. I hope this answers the question. We have a very concrete question is, in the case of edge integration cell, is it possible to start and stop iFlow or channel during offline mode using local OData API?
Yeah, not yet. So that's it. So we are OData APIs you can undeploy. So we don't have. So we have this feature on PIPO to really stop and start communication channels. This we do not have yet. Also not on Integration Suite. We are aware of this feature. There is a workaround available. The workaround is deploy and undeploy the integration flows, which is not completely the same, but also goes into the direction everywhere where a workaround is available. We need to recommend customers to use this workaround. There are so many features where there is no workaround available, like MCP. We have it, or we don't have it. So we always need to focus on those features where there is no workaround available. That's at least for the time being, I would say this year and even next year. To start on top channels, it would be possible via undeployment or deployment of iFlows. And the OData APIs are available now also for the edge integration cell. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Next question. Given the additional support for proxy in the integration suite, does this remove the requirement to migrate other proxy to MDR as part of migration from SAP IPO to SAP Integration Suite?
Yes, the answer is yes. This MDR was only a workaround for the time being that we did not have this feature on Integration Suite. Now we have it, so this MDR workaround is not required anymore.
Perfect. Yeah. Next question. The AI agents can be interchanged during integrating things, using SAP Integration Suite BTP, and do we have to pay for pro editions?
Yeah, that's now.
Shall I repeat again?
Yeah, maybe we can repeat it once more.
The AI agents can be interchanged during integrating things using Integration Suite BTP, and do we have to pay for pro editions?
Yeah, but I understood the question. You can always ping me, reach out to me, and the email is at the end of the slides. So how I interpret the question is, so we are still working on a license model on this AI features. This is this enhanced edition, which will come in Q2 this year. Then either premium edition customers can use these AI features within the premium edition, or standard edition customers can then can upgrade, license upgrade, no technical upgrade, just a license upgrade to this enhanced edition. Then these would be these two editions via which customers can use these AI features. And of course, these AI features, of course, are charged. We are still working on the metric, like AI units, what we use also in other areas of SAP. So probably the usage of these agentic features would also then cost like an AI unit. So that's probably what we are doing. And if it comes to messages, if we send a message to an agent, this is like an outbound message, and probably this will also then cost a message. But messages are super cheap. So 10,000 messages is, I think, €1, if at all. So yeah, but the AI units probably will be the measurement for this agentic AI features, but is currently under discussion and to be released in Q2 this year.
Thank you.
This would answer the question. Otherwise, kindly reach out to me.
Thank you. Next question is it foreseen to have a SAP DataSphere adapter, or the open connectors is the solution for such integration scenarios?
Yes, right. So we would get, this is also a very good question. It also goes into the integration with BDC, Business Data Cloud question. So we do not have currently a DataSphere adapter yet. We do have like a JDBC adapter, which integrates on database level, not directly the same thing. If we have feature requests for a specific adapter, like DataSphere adapter, always use these custom implementation that I showed earlier, where how you can influence the roadmaps. You can always create a service request or a feature request on this public web page for any adapter that you think that would make sense for Integration Suite. So any feature requests are always more than welcome. And
you heard it. Great, thank you. So then there is regarding the edge cell. Thanks for the confirmation. Is the circuit breaker inside the iFlow for edge cell recommended to start or stop in case of offline mode?
Yes, this circuit breaker we only have in the cloud, because in the cloud we have limited storage capabilities, so we need to provide. We cannot provide endless storage place. Although cloud seems to be unlimited, but it always boils down to resources that are costly. So we have the circuit breaker in the cloud. On edge, it's anyway at the customer side, so customers can then store unlimited number of messages as they like in their own database, carrying then of course the costs on their own. So on the edge, there's basically no limit, only the limit of the customer, how much messages they want to store in the edge integration cell. So the circuit breaker is not relevant on the edge, or not implemented, since here the database of the customer is being used to store the MPLs. Yeah.
Thank you. So regarding the IDOC package, in brackets bulk IDOC, when will this feature be available in the integration suite?
Yeah. What was the feature named again? The feature was called
IDOC package.
Yeah, IDOC, I guess, oder?
Okay.
And the question was again?
When will this feature be available in the integration
IDOC
suite?
is already available. So we do support the IDOC adapter. So IDOC is already available. IDOC over XML, though, over SOAP. IDOC over RFC is currently planned to be available end of this year. So by end of this year, it's currently planned. So IDOC over SOAP is available. IDOC over RFC is planned for end of this year. I hope this was the question. Otherwise, kindly get back to me.
And then we have, will there be some strategic partnership between SAP and Palantir?
That is a good question. For the moment, all these strategic partnerships, of course, which are not yet publicly announced, I also not can also not give further guidance here. Always watch out.
I would like to know as well.
Yeah, yes. Always look out for
Everyone
the
would.
news. Sapphire is always a good timing to start strategic announcements. So stay tuned on the public.
That's a good point. Stay tuned for Sapphire.
Yes.
Then
We need to keep something also available for for upcoming events.
Exactly. Stay curious. So I think we have one more question at the very beginning. I'm not sure it's still up to date because you did talk about it, but can you please elaborate on the agentic AI part?
Yes. So what we understand, I mean, everyone probably understands something different. What we understand under the agentic AI part is the integration with the AI agents, basically. From an integration point of view, agentic AI means that we are able, with Integration Suite, to integrate and orchestrate and secure and govern the integration with AI agents. The AI agents also need to have data. What do you do, dear agent? What shall you do? You need to send information to the agent, which takes the information. And then in a non-deterministic approach, the agent will do something with the data and will return a response. So this communication to and from the agent, this is what we provide via the SAP Integration Suite. So for us, basically, the AI agent is yet another application which is integrated via a dedicated communication protocol, MCP. That's the communication protocol, at least as of today, where the whole world is jumping on. The analysts provide guidance. Yes, this is the way to go. And we basically provide the integration platform to integrate, to send information and how do you say, orders to the agent, commands to the agents, and receive the response from the agents and provide the response back to the originating application. So we integrate and orchestrate basically AI agents. This is what we understand under agentic AI use cases.
Thank you very much for elaborating that. We have 2 more questions, but I'm afraid we're already on top of the hour. I will send the questions to Udo, and they will be answered in the comments area underneath this video. So once again, Udo, thank you so much for your excellent presentation, for providing all the information and outlook, and for answering all the questions. And a big thank you to all attendees for joining. I hope you got a lot of value from this session. And I look forward to seeing you next week again for our next session. And with this, have a great day, a great evening, depending on where you are. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tanya, for the great moderation. All the best. I wish everyone best. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.